Hey guys, Darren here. Welcome to Mayhem Country Living and welcome to the Boxer Brief. Um, just some news and thoughts and ideas as to what all is going on around the world. Hamas's attack on Israel is a very, very significant thing, not only for them, but for us in the United States as well, because unlike Ukraine, Israel is an ally. This thought was sent to me by Chris with Surviving in Alabama, his YouTube channel. Go take a look at it and see what you think. He's got some good stuff. He's a buddy of mine. But this little kernel of information was sent to me by him, and so thank you, Chris. How many of the thousands of tons of munitions, missile systems, weapons that were left in Afghanistan by Biden's military exodus, how many of those do you think made it into the hands of nefarious groups like Hamas? Stop and think a minute. Are they going to find out later, once they begin to recover bomb debris, that a lot of these things were actually from U.S. stores that were left? We'll never know. But something to think about. Very interesting stuff. And it can have serious implications for the United States as well, not like Israel. I am not concerned about Israel because they will roll right through like they've always done. And on a different note, there will never be a man-made peace in the Middle East. Never be a man-made peace in the Middle East. Take that for what you will. And, as always, if you feel differently, post below in the comments. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. The implications to the United States could come in the form of economic problems. This is where it gets kind of wanky. But don't worry, Janet Yellen, Secretary of the Treasury, says don't worry, it won't cause a recession. Won't cause a recession. We're already in a recession. We've been in a recession for a couple of years now. You know it and I know it. More bread and circuses, more misdirection. An interesting little story also. Mary Lou Retton, 16-year-old Olympian gold medal winner from the U.S. Olympics. I think it was in 1984. She is hospitalized in a hospital in Texas for pneumonia. And she is not able to breathe herself. And so she is on equipment, medical equipment. Her family has started a fund to pay for the expense of medical care because Miss Retton did not have health insurance. Now, generally, if you can afford health insurance, you get health insurance. So you can assume, and I know what assume means, but you could assume that she could not afford health insurance. A U.S. Olympian can't afford insurance. How about that? That's a sobering thought for this Wednesday morning. The grid stability This was from a video story, a news story by 60 Minutes, saying that the grid is even more vulnerable now than it has been, and we are 9 transformers away from a potential grid collapse. That is, if certain ones were damaged or destroyed. So there's always that to think about. So this is a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of crazy things that are going on right now, and thoughts and prayers go out to the families in Israel, as well as those who are caught in the crossfire. That's always, there are always casualties, and the casualties are usually the innocents. If nothing else, just this morning really is a wake-up call to be a little more prepared, a little more alert, a little more vigilant, because there are things that are happening that are outside of our circle of control that can move into and affect us. Oh, and we also have a hurricane that is an F4 that's hit Mexico. That'll be grinding up the coast as well. That's going to be something that we're going to have to address. And we are actually starting to see record ice and snow early in the West Virginia area. So this is looking up to be an interesting and very cold winter. Take care of you people.